We're here with Nate Grant. It's You Don't Have to Go Home, but You Can't Stay Here segment. Your Northstar career is going to come to an end pretty soon, Nate, and it hasn't been super long. Joined us partway through the year, although it feels now like you've sort of been here all year or been a part of the team basically since the start. A few reflections. What's some of the things that you think about from the on-ice stuff? What's some of the highlights of the year so far?
You know, it's been fun. I mean, obviously, we're not at the top of the league, so we sometimes get a few odd man rushes and chances against us. So it's been nice to be able to develop my game there and try to help the boys out and get some experience stopping those odd man rushes.
Lots of odd man rushes, lots of shots in the games that you played. Unfortunately, it's been kind of an up and down year for you, so probably didn't play as many games as you liked. But you were happy with how you were playing when you were playing? Yeah, I thought
there was a little bit of an adjustment when I came here, and then one maybe not the best day out in Eastman after the break, but other than that, I mean, it was like a little bit of a steady progression. At the beginning it was not bad, and then took a little bit of a hit, and then tried to work the way back up, and pretty happy with the progress we made going into next year. Yeah,
for sure. What were some of the things that you were working on personally as the season went on? What were some of the things you were trying to get better at?
I was trying to get better. We always try to get better with our hands as goalies and our eyes. Making sure that our eyes are on top of the puck is huge, because then it gives us the best chance to see it. And then just make sure those hands are out front, which brings us forward and into a good butterfly and gives us the best chance at not only stopping that puck but putting it in the best spot afterwards.
Controlling it. Wow. Obviously, you've given a lot of thought to your on-ice game. How about the off-ice stuff with the guys? You've played on a few different teams in the last couple of years. How did this compare to some of the other places you've been?
It was great. We had a good group this year, I thought, and there were some veteran guys and some younger guys, and guys that had been different places, and I think everyone brought something to the table, which was really nice, and that kind of showed a little bit as in the room. We were having some good laughs, and hopefully, I mean, those couple games that we won, it showed those days, so there was some potential there, and yeah, it was a good group, ranked up high.
Right on. And any surprises? I mean, this is the farthest north you've lived for sure, and I'm sure you were didn't know what you were going to get into when you were driving up to Thompson or coming up to Thompson. So any surprises, or what are your thoughts on sort of the time you spent in Thompson?
I really loved my time in Thompson, to be honest with you. I didn't think it was going to be as tight-knit of a community as it is. When I first came here, I walked into the school and I met Bonnie Rempel, the principal, and she told me the first thing out of her mouth was, if Mike and Jenny ever go out of town, then I'll be staying with her, and that's exactly what's happening this week. So kind of full circle, and so it's really nice, and just kind of the whole community, like great billet family, great billet uncle, I guess, if you will. Yeah,
I'll take that.
and yeah, it's been a really tight knit community, and you really feel that support, and that's been really my favorite part so far.
Wow, it must have felt like the smallest town ever when the principal is your next door neighbor and looking after you.
Yeah, and her husband refs the games.
Yeah. That is a small community. So what's next for you? Your AAA career ends up. What are you looking for next year? Hockey, work, job, school? What's shaking?
I'd hope to play some junior hockey if possible, anywhere that I can. I mean, and hopefully take a couple classes, and just that way we keep the brain working, and then hopefully after that going to school, and maybe if hockey could pay for my first degree, that'd be awesome, and then come out of school with no debts.
Carry on from there. What if you could play for any junior team, if the sky was the limit next year, where would you go?
I'd go to the Steinbach Pistons in the MJHL. I spent a little bit of time there at the beginning of this year. They called me up, and I really enjoyed it there, and it was just a great community, and a small town, not unlike Thompson, and we really felt the support there. And Paul Dick, his head coach and general manager there, is great, and I really liked my time there. So yeah.
Did you know that the Krentzes are from Steinbach? So was that a plant? My grandmother lived there until a couple of years ago when she passed away. My parents are from Steinbach. We've got a lot of ties there. Your billet dad never talked to you about that? Mike didn't cover that?
I don't know. We may have talked about it once. Now that you rack my brain, but that would have been right when I kind of first got here, and kind of everything was new then. But yeah, I think may have known a little bit about that, but not as much as you just said. So
there you go. No, deep roots for us. So obviously we'd love it if you ended up down in Steinbach. You mentioned this paying for your first degree. So what are some of your longer term plans? What's in the future for Nate?
I really like kind of an MD PhD program right now, where I could get that medical doctor degree and also a PhD, and that way you can work with patients. And I'm really interested in kind of the brain and the nervous system and mental health. So if I could do some research understanding how mental health really affects our bodies, and then if we can help people in any way in that department, that'd be a dream come true.
We're really hoping you get there, and that's a great dream. I hope it works out. Last one, a little bit shorter term. So the season's wrapping up here. Do you have something lined up for spring? Are you hoping to get a little bit more hockey in with some junior B, some junior? Do you have anything lined up?
Yeah, nothing lined up yet. But I mean, hopefully, I think there's a couple maybe opportunities to practice in some places when I get home. But I haven't really talked to anyone about games, and then just get back in the gym and working for next year.
See what happens. Hey, it was really great to meet you, have you here. You and I got to spend some time out at the lake, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, fun times in the winter. So best of luck, Nate.
Thank you.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Can't stay here.